Good morning, dear children. I hope you all are fine and safe. In this video, we will study about jump statement in Python. Okay, children, before going to study about this jump statement, we will see one example. For I in range 0, 10, 1. Okay, this range function generate the list of value. What are the values? It is list of value. List will be start from 0, end with 10. Okay, how it is? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here end value is 10, not 10. Here 10 minus 1, that is 9. Understand? This much value will be generated by range. 10 values. See here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 values generated. The loop will be repeated 10 times. How? The I is taking the value from the list. First time I is taking the value 0, then execute the loop, then again come to the beginning of the loop, I take the next value in the I, then execute the loop. This way the loop will be repeated 10 times. Did you get? In between that means after 5 times this loop is repeated, we want to terminate the loop. There is no way. That place only we are using the jump statement. Did you get where we are using the jump statement? The loop is repeated number of times. In between that we have to terminate the loop. That's why we are using the jump statement. Did you get? There are 3 types of jump statement. They are break statement, then continue statement and pass statement. In this video we will study about these 3. Okay children, now we will see the definition of jump statement. Jump statement used to unconditionally transfer the control from one part of the program to another. See here is the condition. The loop will be repeated in 10 times. Before 10, we are transferring the control from one part of the program to another. That is the unconditional. Understand? Condition is which one? This loop is repeated 10 times. We are giving the jump statement here means the jump statement without seeing this condition, that is the unconditional transfer from one part of the program to another. That is the jump statement. Okay children, now we will see about break statement. This break statement is used to terminate the loop. The syntax of this break statement is break only. Now we will see the flow chart of this one. First, this break statement is always used in the most of the place we are using the loop only. So here first it will be enter the loop. Then after entering the loop, it will check the condition. If the condition is true, what happens? The body of the loop will be executed. Body of the loop will be executed. Then it check the condition. Check if any break is there. If it is yes, break is there means it exit the loop. Did you get me? First it check the condition. When it is entering into the loop, it check the condition. Condition is true means it execute the body of the loop. It check the condition. If any break is there, it exit the loop. If it is no break means body of the loop will be executed. Then again it will be go to the beginning of the loop. Did you get? When the condition is false, that time it will exit the loop. Did you get? Okay children, now we will see the example of break statement. See here, for word in jump statement colon if word equal to e colon break print word. See here how it is executing. Here in this place previous programs we are used I is a variable. Here word is a variable. Then here the range statement. Here list of values this one. JUMPSTATEMNMENT. This is the list of values. From the list, this word will take one by one. Understand? If the word will take the value, first value J. Then it check the condition. If word it is what? J equal to E. No. So it print the word. What it is word, print word, J will be print on the monitor. Then next time it will be go to the loop. J is taking the next value. Next value is what? U. Then again it check the condition. U equal to E. Condition true or false? False. So it print the message word. What it is word? U will be print. Okay. Again it will be go to beginning of the loop. Again take the next value M. Word is M. Is it? If M equal to word equal to E. Word means what? M. M equal to E. Condition true or false? False. Again it will be come to here. Print word. What is the word? M. M will be print here. Then again it will go to beginning of the loop. Then P. It take the value P from this list. If word M, word is what? P. P equal to E. No. Condition false. So it will be come to here. Print word. P will be print. Again it will be come to here. Then next word letter is which one? S. S. It check the condition. S equal to E. Condition false. S is not equal to. So it will be print word S. Then again it will be come to here. Next letter is T take. Then T equal to E. Condition true or false? False. So print the word T. Word is a T. Then next it take the value A. A. If A equal to E. Condition true or false? Condition false. So it print A. Again it will be take the next value. Next value is T. Then check the condition T equal to E. Condition false. Print word T. Then it take the next value E. E is then E. If E equal to E. Condition true or false? True. So it execute this statement. This statement is break statement. Break statement what it will be do? It will be exit from the loop. Understand? It is, these are the part of the loop. These three lines are part of the loop. So this break statement what it will be do? It will be exit from the loop. Did you get what is? Okay children, now we will see about continue statement. This continue statement is used to skip the remaining part of the loop and start with the next iteration. This explanation when we are seeing the example you can get. Okay. The syntax of continue statement, just to write it continue. This is the syntax of continue statement. Okay. Then now we will see the flow chart. This also most of the place when we are using the loop, there we are using. First it enter the loop. Then it check the condition. Check the condition. If the condition is true, it will be entered into the loop. It execute the body of the loop. Body of the loop body. Okay. Then it, if continue statement is there or not. Continue statement is there or not. Check the condition. Then if it is yes, if it is it will be go to the beginning of the loop. That means next iteration, next step. Then skip the following code. Body of the loop. Here also body of the loop is there. It skip the these places. Then it will be go to the next iteration. If it is no, it will be the continue statement is not there. The remaining part of the body of loop will be executed. Understand? Then if the condition is false, exit the loop. Once again listen. First it entered the loop. Then check the condition. If the condition is true, the body of the loop will be executed. In between the body of the loop, any continue statement is there. Then what this continue statement will do? This, it skip this remaining part. This is the remaining part of the loop. It will be skip the remaining part of the loop. Then start the next iteration, next step. Did you understand? This is the definition used to skip the remaining part of the loop and start with the next iteration. Did you get? Next jump statement is pass statement. it is a null statement. When we are using this past statement, no result, no operation will be happen. No operation will be happen. Its syntax is past only. Okay children, in this video we studied about jump statement. This jump statement is used to unconditionally transfer the control from one part of the program to another. There are three types we studied: break statement, continue statement and pass statement. Okay, thank you dear children.